Hi, I wanted to make this video kind of explaining what the Red Dawn podcast is. This is the podcast that I'm now doing with Duke and Angry. Uh, Basically, I wanted to do kind of a prepping and movies chat. That's kind of what this is going to morph into. It's going to be really heavy on the prepping for now, but like Angry and Duke and I really like movies and nerd stuff and guns and a bunch of other stuff too. And like this is going to be all of that. I do not plan to do these live anymore. I'm actually testing this video now to see if I can record these privately and then just share them. I am not a big fan of live chats. Like, I like doing the audio only podcast kind of shit, and I just want a way to do it. And doing these on StreamYard and live enables me to do them. Uh, I'm sorry that you don't get to comment live and do what I'm not really sure what the point of that is. And I was liking that as, hey, you guys get to talk or whatever, but apparently we can't have that. The reason I say that is I feel that the live comments, if the people on the show are reading them, dramatically affect the show. They dramatically affect me and what I talk about, and other people too. And I don't like it. This is my show, and yeah, this is the way we're going to do it. If you have anything to say, there's Twitter, there's the comments section, and then there's Discord. Uh, it looks like doing it this way will kill the private chat, and that is my goal. Uh, I'm sorry if you like the, sorry, not the private chat. It'll kill the comments. Um, if you like the comments on the live video and doing that sort of shit, I'm sorry. That's not what this is. This is not Matt's show. I don't have the ability to do super chats on this channel, and I never will on this channel. Maybe if we go to Rumble, you know, then we'll worry about that kind of stuff. But for now, I'm doing this for free, basically. Just enjoy. Like, if I can figure out some sort of way to turn this into money, I will, because I'm not an idiot. But that's not the first and foremost goal of doing this. The first and foremost goal of doing this is to have cool conversations with Angry and Duke about the stuff that we like that maybe people will like too. I kind of want my own podcast, and like, I don't want to cut anyone out, but Angry and Duke and I have always kind of been like the three amigos because we are about the same age and we like a lot of the same shit. And a lot of the stuff we like is like guns and movies and preparedness and Red Dawn. And like, I think honestly, just calling it the Red Dawn podcast is the perfect fucking name for what we're going to talk about. We are going to talk about all of that I just talked about, movies and preparedness and guns. And that is just Red Dawn. Red Dawn is that personified. When I saw that as a kid, like, I was like, holy shit, I don't know how they let them make this movie. Yeah. And I still feel that way. Like, they did not want that movie made. There's many things that they did not want made, but like, I think Red Dawn is paramount amongst them. Everything that is what I love about America in the modern era was born out of Red Dawn. I think John Milius is responsible for an entire generation of warrior poets and fucking other shit. Like, he's a great, great man. And like, I feel privileged to do a podcast that results around these topics and to name it after that movie. The first, I don't know how many episodes are basically going to be, hey, you're prepping on a budget. This is the next step. Like, this is probably going to be at least 5 or 6 episodes of this, maybe even a dozen. Like, there's definitely, a series of shit that you should do. Okay. And we covered a lot of that in the first episode where we talked about just getting into prepping and bug out bags. And the reasons why we talked about bug out bags are basically, if you're going to get into prepping, the first thing you should do is go build a bug out bag because it has a smaller version of everything else you need. I'm not saying to go buy a bug out bag, but like go build one. Go look into it, watch our chat, go watch some YouTube videos on bug out bags and get home bags and survival kits and start thinking about this shit and start making one. Okay. And like the next episode is going to focus entirely on the rifle. I've decided. Like I think a semi-automatic rifle is a big enough thing that like we're going to take an hour and a half and talk about it. I have not decided all of the future podcasts yet. We're kind of like doing this by the seat of our pants. And I hope it's entertaining. I'm hoping to have 3 people and not 2 people. With 2 people, it's a little just back and forth. I think 3 is the magic number because you get a good conversation and you don't get too many people jumping in and shit like that and whatever. Like, in my opinion, when you have more than 2 or 3 people on one of these, you cannot actually accomplish anything but making jokes and having fun, which is cool. And like maybe sometime in the future, I'll do a hangout chat. I already did one of those called "At the End of the World as We Know It." That may be a separate thing. But for now, this show is Angry and Duke and I discussing preparedness and movies and everything that we love. And it's more or less meant to be an hour and a half to 2 hour long radio show once a week. That's my goal. If it has to be every 2 weeks, we'll do that. But like, I don't want to do that. I like talking to Angry and Duke about this stuff. And like, half of the fucking problem is Matt does too many goddamn chats, and he has made it to the point where like no one else can even schedule anything. And that sucks. Like, I'm not hating on Matt or whatever. He does what he does. And like, I love being on his channel and doing his chats. And honestly, if we're just all hanging out, I'd rather go hang out on Matt's channel because he does the live shit well. And like, my thing is, I can be on Matt's chat and let everybody else read the live chat and just focus on the conversation. And I like that. If you notice on Matt's chats, I ignore the fuck out of you motherfuckers too. I basically don't engage with the audience at all, especially not while live on air. And part of that is just like I have my own issues and I don't like engaging with the audience that much. And part of it is like I just don't know what to say. But I think a lot of you really don't understand what it's like to have half of the world that you meet just like know everything about you and like be all weird and whatever and want to be friends. Like, it's unusual. And it comes off as weird. And I've always felt that about most online things. It's like, yeah, you're watching us and yeah, you know us and whatever, but we don't know you and it makes it kind of weird. And I love that you love the show and love that I love what I do, but I don't know how to do this in any other way other than what I'm doing, and I kind of suck at some aspects of it, and engaging with a live audience is one of those. Maybe we'll work on that. Like I said in the last one, maybe we'll take questions at the end or some shit. But like I think Angry and Duke and I are going to have to talk about this in private for a while before we, do that. Um, because even last night, just with Angry, he kept talking about the live chat, and like we didn't discuss beforehand that like I'm probably not ever even going to address you motherfuckers unless we have super chats. Like if we go to Rumble and you guys can pitch in $1 or something, I would feel obliged to answer those. I'm not on Rumble right now because I do not enjoy doing that. Anyway, I hope you guys will come watch what we're doing. If not, cool. I don't really care. Thank you guys. I'll see you later.